Hello everyone. I've been working on a little bookkeeping automation machine that I would like to go through and show to you. And it looks like this. It's not that much, but it took a long time to figure out the small details in how to make it work. And yeah, I'll just go through it here and maybe you'll learn something from it. And I'll also include the blueprint to it so you can grab a copy of it. So my intention is actually to do a little SaaS product of this because I haven't found any yet where like the most tedious thing to do is to go through all of the receipts every month that you've been purchasing stuff from and then uploading it, and you need to like search for hours in your email inbox to find all of the things. So what this automation really does is that it's organizing all of your receipts that you have been purchasing things from that are in your email, and it will organize those neatly into your inbox in an Airtable. So yeah, let's go through all of the steps and see. So here, I'll just change this to 20 and hope I have some receipts there just to show you. So here we have an email step, and it's I'm only going to trigger this automation through like manual run once here, and I'll do it for as many emails as I need, or if you want, you can go into choose where to start, and you can go from a specific date and say you want all the receipts from September, then you'll go here and like that, and you'll probably need to increase this to 1,000 or something like this. I don't know how many emails you get, but yeah. Let's do it that way, and let's change back. Okay, so the first step is to actually figure out if it is a receipt or not. And some of these steps I've kind of looked around on other people building the same kind of automations and stolen their prompts. And the first step here, I stole the prompt from Hans, and yeah, it's basically just, is this an email or not? Then answer yes or no, or 1 or 2, or whatever. Okay, so then we have a filter here, because we only want to go through, actually I removed that filter, but before I had a filter here, I should have a filter here. A filter that only goes through emails that has attachments. So we can set up that filter now, and what we'll do is if attachments data exists, it will go through here. And then we will give the content of the email, the subject, and the sender name in a list here, and we'll ask it, is this a receipt or is it not? Just answer 1 or 0. 1 if it is, and 0 if it's not. And then we'll have a filter here, and if it is 1, then we will go through this way here, and we will send the attachments that are in the email. We will iterate through all of those attachments. What are we doing with the attachments? We need to convert them into an image and the URL. So that's what we're doing with Cloud Convert. We're just going through each attachment and we're making them from PDF, image. You don't know what format it's going to be in, so that's why I pressed here, I don't know the format, but I want it in PNG. So some of the files that it's iterating through will be in PNG and it will become PNG. But everything is going through that. We're aggregating the array and we're collecting all of the temporary URLs from the Cloud Convert. So the images, the output from Cloud Convert will become URLs for every image, and that's what we're gathering here. we're iterating through that array of URLs, and we're making, and this was what took so damn long time to do. Like I built the whole automation in 10 minutes, and this part took me like so much time to figure out. Because the thing is that Airtable doesn't allow you to iterate the attachments into a single cell over and over, because it just writes over the thing that was there before. And so we need to like stamp it in one go, in a big JSON. Here are all the URLs. Put them in this cell. All right, so that's what we're doing here. So we are iterating all of the URLs from the images, from the attachments, and we're putting them in a collective, like little JSON format, like here. That's why we have the text aggregator. We're separating it by comma, and for each URL, one of these will be stamped into this text aggregator. Okay. After that, we go through all of the attachments again, because we need to extract the text from them. And to make it even more complicated, I can remove this step now, because in Claude you needed the data. But yeah, in Claude you couldn't upload images with URLs. You needed base 64 data, like binary data. So then I converted it with this HTTP request, but now I use, of course, ChatGPT 4.0 Mini, because it's so really cheap. And but anyway, I do the same here. I take the file, and I have a prompt, which is just super simple. We need to extract the text. There are many ways to do this, but I do it with GPT Mini, and yeah, it's just write down all the text that you can find in the image, including logos and everything. Great. After that, we aggregate all the text. So say that there are many attachments in the email. We will iterate through all of them, and it will write down all the text it can see in every attachment, every image, and then it will gather them into a big text here that we're going to feed into the AI to actually structure all this data so we can put it in an Airtable. All right, here is the, let's see here, I think I stole this prompt as well. Yeah, this is no, I made this one. Okay, what we're doing here is we're giving it all of the text from all of the attachments that we have aggregated, and then we say, please organize this into a JSON format like this, and you can choose whatever values you need here, but this is the ones I need for my bookkeeping company. And yeah, it's just taking all the text and it's giving me a response like that. It's parsing it into JSON like you need to do. And then, as you see here, after it's parsed, and this is like the magic thing about like AI automation right now, is being able to take unstructured data from anything and structure it into this really like neat way. So what we're doing here is we're putting it into like, oh, what kind of service is it? The invoice number, date of issue, billing name, bill to, the amount, the currency, and all of the like metadata we need for it. And the last step we need, because what is this used for? This is used to, okay, every month I'm gonna go through my database and see what new receipts came in, and I'm going to upload them into my other program. Which doesn't have an API integration right now. So that step still needs to be manual for me. Okay, the next thing is, I need to remove all of the API keys from this video. But the next step is to upload the images into one single cell into Airtable. And we do that by, so we're starting the body, the request content the same way all the time. And after that, remember that this was what took so long time. But remember what we did over here. We aggregated all of the temporary URLs to the images in one single request. And that's what we're using here. So we're loading in that data in here. And then it works. It just stamps in all the photos into one cell. Okay, let's change this to 100, just to be able to show you. And meanwhile this is running, I can show you what the result looks like. Here is the result. We have, for example, we have Anthropic here, and I've put statuses, so every receipt that I've done, I can just check off that I've done it and stuff like that. And so if, for example, we'll do Anthropic here. We'll see all of the attachments that email was, and it's usually an invoice and one receipt. Yeah, so one is invoice and one is receipt, and it's this part that I'm going to upload into our bookkeeping system. We'll have the invoice number, we'll have the date, so we can sort when, and we also need to match this date in when the card purchase was. Build to name, usually Alice Labs, sometimes Linus, sometimes me. And then amount, we'll have the currency and what the actual product or service is. So that's the result of it. Let's go back and see if it worked here. Oh, it's still going. So many emails. I'll just forward this until it works. Okay, so now we can start to go through this. If we see the response from here, 1, it said yes, this is a receipt. Then we iterated through the attachments. It gave us a temporary URL to the images and converted them into images. Usually it's from PDF into images. We aggregated it so that we could use it over here. And as you see, it just made a text with all of the URLs to the images here, which is going to be uploaded into the, let me go ahead and stop this. Yeah, okay. And after that, we went and took those URLs. We downloaded the files, uploaded them into an AI, GPT-4 Mini. And as you can see, let's see the actual response. Oh, yeah. So in this case, it was only one attachment that it iterated through. It gave all of the text here. It aggregated that text here. And then it sent that text into an AI that outputs it into JSON. So here, this is from the flight ticket from, we went to Burning Man a few weeks ago, and it's taken that and it's parsing it into JSON, it's uploading it into the Airtable, and it's uploading the, here's what the request looks like. It's just uploading the attachments, the image URLs into, and that's the image we're going to upload into the bookkeeping program later. Okay, hope it gave you something. I'll add this into a blueprint, and you can just use it and play around with it. Okay, bye bye.